today we see that is about the new topic, plant water relations. So in this topic we are going to see that is how the movement of the water, that is which takes place from the root, then again stem, and then again up to the leaf. Okay. So here the water which is present inside the soil, it mainly absorbs by the root. Okay. Then so here the water, not only water but also some nutrients which are present inside the soil, these are also absorbed by the plants. These are mainly helpful to the plant. So if the water is not available to the plant, then it affects, that is the productivity of the plant. So water is the most essential, that is for the growth of the plant and other also activities. So in the plant cell, if we see that is there are about 90 to 95% of the water present in the plant cell or the tissue. Okay, so in this topic first we see what are the properties of the water. So what are the properties of water? So first, that is the water, it is mainly in the liquid form at room temperature. It is mainly in the liquid form at the room temperature. Then here it is the best solvent. Okay, so water is the best solvent. That is many nutrients or the many solute, it mainly dissolve in this water, so it is the solvent. So it is the best solvent. Then water, it is mainly the increase, that is it is inorganic compound, it mainly having the neutral pH. The pH is the neutral pH. And then here this water, it mainly useful for some biochemical processes. That is the biochemical process means here the photosynthesis is the biochemical process, and due to the photosynthesis here the plants prepare the food material, that is by using water and the CO2, here carbohydrates are produced. Okay, so here the water is most essential, that is for the biochemical process, that is for example like that of the photosynthesis. So for the photosynthesis it is mainly useful. Then here the water, it mainly shows some specific property, that is here in the water there is presence of the hydrogen bond. Okay, so see that is how the hydrogen bond is present in between the two water molecule. That is, if we see the water molecule, that is here the water molecule, that is the H2O. Okay, so if we see that is how the structure, that is here the oxygen and there are the two hydrogen. Okay, so here oxygen and the hydrogen. So here see it is the one water molecule, then another water molecule, that is here oxygen, and there are the two hydrogen. So here hydrogen is the positively charged, oxygen is the negatively charged, and here this water molecule and this water molecule, okay, it is joined by the bond, that is it is the hydrogen bond. It is the hydrogen bond, and due to presence of this hydrogen bond, that is here this water, it shows the high specific to the heat. That is the characteristic, that is the most important characteristic, that is it is the high specific to the heat. Then it also shows that is the high heat vaporization. High heat vaporization, and also it shows the high heat fusion. Okay, so see that is here the water, it mainly having the hydrogen bonds, and due to presence of the hydrogen bond in between the water molecule, this water molecule shows some specific properties, that is high specific to the heat, then again high heat vaporization, that is if we boil the water, that is the water it converts into the vapors, okay, water vapors. Okay, so here the high heat vaporization, and it also shows the high heat fusion. Okay, so these are the properties. Why? Due to the presence of the hydrogen bond between the water molecule. Okay, so then next concept to say, that is here about some property, that is here the water, it mainly that is transfer from the physical world to the biological world or the biological process. So what are the physical world? That is here the water, if we see it shows the surface tension. Okay, while here the water absorption takes place, that is from the soil up to the root, from the soil, then root, then again stem, and then again the leaves. Okay, so how the transport of the water takes place? That is the water is lift. Okay, so if, we have seen that is in many buildings or we have seen that is the pumping of the water can be takes place. अगदी सोप्या भाषेत म्हटलं आपण तर हापसा जो असतो की याच्यामध्ये आपण जेव्हा तो दांडा मारतो तेव्हा पाणी वरती येतं, किंवा मोठमोठ्या बिल्डिंग मध्ये काय होतं तर आपण इलेक्ट्रिसिटी अप्लाय करतो आणि पाईप मधून वॉटर वरती घेतो, बरोबर आहे. तसं वॉटर प्लांट मध्ये कशा पद्धतीनं मूव्ह होतं, दॅट इज इन दिस plant also there are some pipelines. So these pipelines, what are the pipelines? या pipeline म्हणजे काय आहे, that is there is the presence of some vessels and the tracheids. Okay, so with this help of the cells, that is the water it move from the root, then again stem, and then again the up to the leaf. Okay, so see that is here the physical water, it mainly shows the physical world, and it mainly transfer from the physical world and it shows the relation with, that is from the physical world to the biological world or the biological process. Okay, so see that is how it shows the physical world to the biological process. That is here it shows here the water shows that is the high surface tension. It shows the high surface tension. Then here the water also shows some high adhesive force. And it also shows some high cohesive force. Okay, so see that is here how the water shows the adhesive force. Okay, so here the water shows the high surface tension, then water shows the high adhesive force. That is adhesion means what? That is there is the attraction between the water molecule to water molecules. Okay, so here the adhesive means here there is the attraction between the water molecule and the lignified walls of the xylem and the that is the hilum cells, in which there are the vessels and the tracheids. Okay, so these vessels and the tracheids, these are mainly made up of the wall of the cells. These are made up of the lignin. Okay, so here the adhesive force means what? That is there is the attraction between the water and the lignified wall of the vessels and the tracheids. That is nothing but the adhesive. While the cohesive force means what? There is the attraction between the similar molecules, that is the between the two water molecules. Okay, so it is nothing but the adhesive cohesive force. Okay, so here the movement of the water it mainly takes place due to the adhesion and the cohesion. In this topic we also going to see that is how the adhesion and cohesive force takes place. That is, there is the one theory, that is the cohesive adhesive theory. Okay, we can see that is in next time. So first we here only see that is how the physical process is, that is the there is the high surface tension in the water, and then water shows the adhesive force and also it shows the cohesive force. Okay, so these are some properties of the water that is about we have seen. Okay, okay, next that is about the water absorbing organ. So water absorbing organ in the plant, that is the root through which here water is absorbed. That is in the terrestrial plant. Terrestrial plant means what? That is the plants which grows on the soil. Okay, so these terrestrial plants it mainly absorbs the water which is in the form of liquid through the root. While if we see, there are some epiphytic plants. Epiphytic plants means what? That is the plants which grows on the other plant. So these plants which does not absorb water from the root, these plants absorb from the water from the air. Okay, so these root plants having the special root, that is the epiphytic roots, and these epiphytic root, that is which are mainly absorb the water in the form of the water vapors which are present in the surrounding area. Okay, so here these water vapors, these are mainly absorbed by these epiphytic plants due to presence of the epiphytic root. There are special roots which absorbs the water in the form of water vapor. Okay, and this water vapor is absorbed due to presence of some special tissue, that is the velamen tissue. So in the epiphytic plant, epiphytic plant means what? That is the plants which grows on the above plant, another plant. Okay, that is epiphytic plant which shows the epiphytic root. And this epiphytic root, it absorbs the water in the form of water vapor. Water vapor. Okay, and here this epiphytic root having some special tissue system that is known as the velamen tissue. It having the special tissue system, that is the velamen tissue, and due to presence of this velamen tissue, here the epiphytic plants, it absorbs the water in the form of the water vapor which is present in the epiphytic root. Okay, so it is about the epiphytic plant, and terrestrial plants which mainly absorbs the water through the root. Today we see that is water absorbing organ, that is the root. So first we see that is how the water is absorbed. Water it mainly absorbed by the plant, that is from the root tip. So first we see that is a structure of the root tip. So see that is how the structure of root tip is. So it is the lowermost part of the root tip, and it mainly surrounded by the root cap. And above the root cap, that is inside here, the region which is present, it is the meristematic region. Meristematic zone, or it is also known as meristematic region, in which there are the cells which are present in the meristematic region. These are having the high capacity of cell division, and these cells are immature cells. Then here above this region there is one zone. At this zone here it is the elongation region, or it is known as the zone of elongation. Zone of elongation. So what happens in this, that is here in this region their cells gets enlarged. That is here in this region, that is the cells are immature. Okay, but these cells having the high capacity of cell division. But after the cell division, here the next phase in the cell takes place, that is the cell enlargement, that is the zone of elongation. So here the elongation of the cells takes place. Okay, then next, that is the next zone, that is the zone of absorption. So in this zone of absorption there are the presence of the root hairs like this. So it is the zone of absorption, that is here there are the root hairs, and this whole region, it is the zone of absorption. So water it mainly absorbed at this region. Water is not absorbed by the meristematic zone region or from the zone of elongation. Water mainly absorbed from the zone of absorption. And here above the zone of absorption there is the zone of maturation zone. Zone of maturation. So here at the zone of maturation there are the formation of the or differentiation of the cells takes place, that is there is the formation of the complex tissue, that is the xylem, and here through this xylem, that is the water is mainly conduct. Okay, so it is about the structure of the root tip. Okay, see once again, that is the root tip, it mainly having these regions. Okay, so here these regions, it shows the lowermost region is the meristematic zone and it is covered by the protective layer, that is the root cap. Why? Because here the cells are immature. Okay, so to avoid the damage of these cells, here there is the covering, it is the root cap, and this root cap gives protection to the meristematic zone. Above this meristematic zone there is the zone of elongation, in which here the enlargement of the cells takes place. Above this here there is the zone of absorption. So here in the zone of absorption there are many root hairs are present, and through these root hairs the water is mainly absorbed in the root. And above this there is the maturation zone. So here in the maturation zone there is a differentiation of the cells takes place, and there are the formation of the complex tissue and the permanent tissue. Simple tissue. So here the complex tissue, that is in which there is the xylem, and xylem it is the water conducting tissue in which there is the presence of the tissue which are the cells, that is the vessels and the tracheids. So it is the root tip region. Then next, that is about how the structure of the root hair. Structure of root hair. So here the root hair, see that is here, which is present at the zone of absorption. Okay, so see here the upper or the outermost cells which are present at this region here, the cells, these are present, these are known as the epidermal or the epiblema cells. So it is the epiblema cell. This region. Okay, and here the one cell of the epiblema elongate and it produces the root hair. It is the root hair. It mainly having the cell wall and the cell membrane. Okay. So here the outermost wall is the cell wall, and inside here the cell membrane. Cell membrane. Okay. Then it is the single cell. Root hair is the single cell. Then here is also the epiblema cell. Okay, so it is the epiblema cell. It is also the epiblema cell. It is also the epiblema cell. But one epiblema cell, it gets elongate. That is, and produce the root hair structure. Okay. So it is the single cell, unicellular. Root hair is the unicellular. It is colorless and it is short-lived. It is short-lived. So see, that is here. This shows the large vacuole. Okay, so it is the vacuole. Large vacuole is present, and due to presence of this large vacuole, the protoplasm, it mainly push towards this periphery region of the cell. Okay, so here there is the nucleus. Here is the cytoplasm. Then there is also presence of the cell organelles like that of the mitochondrion. Etc. Okay, so here is the cytoplasm, like this is the cytoplasm, and there is the presence of the large vacuole in the root hair. So see, that is here in the root hair. If we see the length of the root hair, that is, it is of the 1 to 10 mm. So here to here up to this length, it is of the 1 to 10 mm length of the root hair is. Okay, so here the root hair, if we see, that is the cell wall of the root hair, it mainly made up of the two layers. Cell wall of this root hair, it mainly made up of the two layers, and that is the outer layer is made up of the pectin. Cell wall is made up of the two layers. Outer is made up of pectin, and inner layer is made up of the cellulose. Inner layer is made up of the cellulose. Okay, so see, that is here the cell wall, outermost layer. It again made up of the two layers. That is, outer layer is made up of the pectin, while inner layer is made up of the cellulose. So see, that is here, and inside the cell wall here is the cell membrane. Okay, so the cell wall is the permeable, while here the cell membrane is selectively permeable. So see, that is here the cell wall is permeable, and while the cell membrane is selectively permeable. So what is means permeable and selectively permeable? Permeable means what? That is, through this wall, it allows the all particles, that is solvent, water, and also other particles also, that is minerals, etc. So it is the permeable, but here the cell membrane is semi-permeable and selectively permeable, because here through the cell membrane only selected solvents, so only selected solutes and the solvent, only selected solute and the solvent, these are mainly transfer through the cell membrane. So it is known as the selectively permeable. Okay, so here cell wall and the cell membrane. Okay, so here this root hair, it is mainly the colorless, then it is having the mainly the unbranched, and it is the short lived, that is it is known as the ephemeral. Okay, this root hair is a short lived, so it is known as the ephemeral. Ephemeral, short lived, that is known as the ephemeral. Okay, so it is about the water absorbing organ. Okay, so water absorbing organ in the terrestrial plant is the root tip. Okay, and here in the root tip there are the absorbing regions we have seen, that is here at this zone of the absorption, here only the root hairs are present. Okay, then how the structure of the root hair we have seen, that is the root hair is the single cell, that is only the one epiblema cell, it gets enlarged, elongates and produce the structure, that is the hair like structure, that is the root hair. So root hair is the unicellular, it is colorless, it is short lived, it is known as the ephemeral. Okay, so here the root hair, it having the large vacuole. Okay, and it is having the cytoplasm, that is nucleus, then cytoplasm, mitochondria, that is protoplasm is known as protoplasm. Then here the root hair, it is surrounded by the two layers, that is outer wall is the cell wall and cell membrane. Okay, inner layer is the cell membrane. The cell wall is made up of the two layers. Okay, outer layer of the cell wall is known as the pectin, made up of the pectin, while the cell inner layer of the cell wall is made up of the cellulose. Okay, so here the water it mainly absorbed through the root hair. Okay, and then again transfer from the root hair inside the tissue. Okay, so it is about the water absorbing organ. Okay, we stop here.